A ver, espera. Ah, fódase. Ahora, perdón, que me tiña, me estaba escoitando e non me estaba escoitando porque non teño os cascos postos. Si, hoxe veño quentiño, entón é o momento perfecto para empezar a meter fichas aos personaxes en Mass Effect. Si, levo un rato pensando, joder, como podo dicir isto da forma máis clipeable posible? Porque era importante que fose clipeable, sabes? Ay, Dios mío, Dios mío. Vaya día. A ver, señor, que se conta vostede? Queres algo? Quero información persoal. Sempre me chama moita atención este tema, en plan, quero información persoal. Cóntame que tal che vai a túa vida amorosa. É unha orde, soldado. Como... mierda. Teño os... o misturador de volume. Vale, o que non teño muteado é Telegram, claro. Claro, porque se non está muteado, se está muteado non escoito os audios, por eso habitualmente non teño muteado. Gustamos dos expertos. E por que non? Podo preguntar outra vez o mesmo? Vale, entendo que... Entendo que a Sasari... Ou ben non encontraron as Sasaris que fixesen o traballo sucio por ese precio, ou non teñen a mesma tendencia a facelo. Non sei o xogo, me cago en... No, claro que non sei o xogo. Espera. Claro que no se o xogo, se está muteado. Perdón.
Did he ever face charges for that?
He got his, yeah. But like everything else at Jump Zero, it was under the table. The less said, the better. Anyway, this is ancient stuff. I walked it off a long time ago. I should get back to my duties, Commander. We're here to make history, not rehash it.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at.
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Killing Saren's, what was Benezi anyway? Second in command? Advisor? Anyway, it should set him back a bit. I'm sure Dr. Tassoni's hurting, though. Poor kid. Having to kill her own mom.
Any opinion on the Rachni?
Off the record? If we had the option, I'd as soon have left it to the Council. We weren't out here during the Rachni War. I'm not sure we have any business getting involved.
Eso ten sentido, de feito.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
No sé, estuve pensando antes, acabo de desenvolver un canon interno, en plan, estos señores tienen una dinámica tan extraña, rollo de hacer sus machitos, que na miña cabeza están en plan no homo y en segredo que quieren liarse muy fuerte. Igual no debería hacer este tipo de comentarios en público, igual no, pero siento es colga en Twitter y no pasa, non vexo que ninguén, bueno, non vexo que ninguén se queixe, no. Seguro que hai quen se queixe de que se xente que xipee a Naruto e a Sasuke. Non, tamén direi, non é culpa dos fans que ningún personaxe femenino teña máis química con eles que entre eles dous. Así off the record. Diréis vos, por que estás falando de Naruto? Se estás xogando a Mass Effect. En veces pasa. Eso é moi triste. O sea, agora que xa abrín ese melón, vou no terminar. É moi triste. Me imagino ser Kishimoto querer convencer a xente de que Naruto e Sasuke están coas súas respectivas parellas e que a xente se dea conta de que non sabes escribir putos romances entre un home e unha muller, porque non sei si os actores ou se os autores de manga actuais frecuentan moito a compañía do outro xénero, do xénero oposto, non sei como decir isto. E entón teñen tan pouco concepto da química entre homens e mulleres que acaban tendo moita máis química os personaxes masculinos entre sí. É moi triste. Non porque pretendesen escribir un romance, sino porque é a única relación que ten un pouco de chicha en toda a saga.
Commander, good to see you.
You've been with CSEC a while. Have you seen much action?
Well, not as much as you, but yeah, I've seen some interesting things.
I'll bet you have. Anything in particular that stands out?
I remember this Solarian geneticist I was sent to investigate. That case was a bit disturbing.
What happened? Why were you investigating them?
I was tasked with tracking black market trade on the Citadel. Most of it harmless, nothing I needed to pursue. But during the course of my investigation, I noticed an increase in the trade of body parts, organs mostly. We usually get a few of those, but not the numbers I was seeing. We weren't sure if there was a new black market lab or if some freak was harvesting organs from citizens.
You've seen this before on the Citadel?
Every so often, some lab sells unwanted parts through the black market, but they're not as bad as the cycles. I remember this one L-Corps diplomat we caught in my first year on the job. He was hacking people up and selling their organs. Had the station in a bit of a panic. But this case wasn't that clear-cut. Turns out there was more going on than we first realized.
So how did you figure out what was happening?
First, we got a hold of a sample and ran DNA tests. The weird thing was, the match led us to a Turian who was still alive and was very convinced he'd never lost his liver. After a bit of digging, I discovered this Turian worked briefly for Dr. Salion, the geneticist. So I went to his lab hoping to find evidence of cloned organ development, but there was nothing. No Solarian hearts, no Turian livers, not one Krogan testicle.
LOL.
You're kidding, right? Why would anyone want Krogan testicles?
Some Krogan believe that testicle transplants can increase their virility, counteract the effects of the genophage. It doesn't work, but that doesn't stop them from buying. They'll pay up to 10,000 credits each. That's 40,000 for a full set.
Excesivamente explícita esta explicación.
Somebody's making a killing out there.
What did you do about the geneticist?
I brought in some of his employees for interrogation to see if I could get them to talk. While I was interviewing one of them, I came across something suspicious.
Yeah? Go on.
One of my detainees started bleeding profusely during the interview. We offered to patch him up and he got frantic, freaked out. I ordered a full exam to find out what was going on. Our medics found incisions all over his body, some of them fresh. That was our big break. These people weren't just Dr. Salion's employees. They were test tubes. Walking, living test tubes.
He was growing parts inside these people?
Exactly. He cloned their organs right inside their own bodies. Then he harvested them and sold them off. Most of the victims were poor. He'd pay them each a small percentage of the sales, but only if the organs were good. Sometimes an organ wouldn't grow properly, so he'd just leave it in them. Most of them were a mess, but only on the inside, hidden so nobody could see it.
I hope he got what he deserved.
That's the worst part. We never caught him.
Why not? What the hell happened?
He ran, blew his lab, grabbed some of his employees, and headed for the nearest space dock. By the time I found out, his ship was already leaving. He threatened to kill his hostages if we tried to stop him.
But you went after him anyway, right?
I ordered Citadel Defense to shoot him down, but CSEC headquarters countermanded my order. They were worried about the hostages, worried about civilian casualties if the ship was destroyed so close to the Citadel. I told them those hostages were dead anyway. He just used them to make more organs. But they wouldn't listen.
Well, you can't get them all.
No, but letting him get away like that. All they had to do was disable that ship, stop him from running. Maybe the hostages die, maybe they don't, but at least we stopped the bastard responsible for it all.
I suppose I can see both sides. But what's done is done.
I suppose. Can't waste too much time worrying about it now. Just wish I could have stopped him. That's all.
Do you have any idea what happened to Dr. Salion?
I sent out feelers from time to time, hoping to find something. I thought I'd found him a while back. He changed ships and changed his name to Dr. Hart, his idea of a joke, I guess. I told the military, but they weren't convinced it was him. I got the transponder frequency for his new ship, but I just can't get anyone to check it out.
I'll check out the coordinates when I get a chance.
I was hoping you'd say that. But Commander, take me with you when you go. If it's Salion, I want to be there when you find him.
Interesante.
What do you want, Shepard?
Why did you become a mercenary?
Lots of reasons.
Such as?
Such as, I needed to get out of our system. I needed to eat. I needed to survive.
Why not stay and help your people?
I tried to help. That's why I had to leave.
What happened?
I was betrayed. I was head of a small tribe. We were trying to restore order after the war, but the other tribes were against us. They followed Jared, one of the few warlords who survived the war with the Turians. But he was old, and so were his ideas. He wanted to continue the war. He wanted us to fight. Turians, Solarians, each other. It didn't matter who, as long as we were fighting.
What did you want?
I just wanted Jared to shut up, to stop his ranting. I wanted him to stop leading the tribes astray. But he couldn't understand how much things had changed. We didn't have the numbers to go to war. Even if we did, the genophage made sure we couldn't replenish our numbers fast enough. I told them all to forget about war. We needed to focus on breeding, at least for one generation. And for a while, we were getting through. Some of the tribes started coming around.
I take it the warlord didn't appreciate that.
No, he didn't. He arranged a crush with the tribes, a meeting on neutral ground. He wanted to talk. We met at the Hollows, near the graves of our ancestors. The skulls of our dead laid bare to remind us where we come from, and where we all go. It's as sacred as any Krogan place can be. Violence is forbidden.
It sounds like a trap to me. You must have suspected as much.
I did. But when your father invites you to a crush, well, there are some laws that even we hold sacred.
Entiendo.
Jared was your father?
He was, until that day. We talked, but we didn't get anywhere. When it was clear that I wouldn't join him, he gave the signal. His men leapt from the graves of our ancestors like Krogan undead. The few that were loyal to me died quickly. I escaped with my life, but not before I sank my dagger deep into my father's chest. That is why I left, and that's why I'll never go back.
Jodido, sí, bastante
Are your
jodido.
people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger
Esto sí lo
to spread
preguntaste,
out.
compañero.
None of us are interested in staying in our own
You must have family other than your father. Don't you miss them?
You trying to make me cry, Shepard? I've got some unfinished business with my family, but that's all.
What kind of business?
Before I left, I made an oath to my father's father. I swore to recover my family's battle armor. It was taken from him after the uprising.
Who has it?
Originally, it was taken by the Turian military. We weren't allowed armor or weapons after the war. Now, it's in the hands of Taun Actus, a Turian scum who collects relics from the war. He's made millions selling Krogan artifacts that were stolen from my people.
Esto es interesante.
He's got several bases where he stores his goods, all fortified and guarded. I just don't know which base has my family's armor.
Just tell me where to start looking.
I'll upload the data to your nav system. But Commander, I want to be there when you find him.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Vale, tengo una misión con Garrus y otra con Rex. Más cosas.
Oh, before I go, you said you're serving with Commander Shepard now? We saw him on the news here. He's cute. Later, sis.
Tell me you didn't hear that.
Afraid I did.
Oh, shoot me now. One of my sisters. That's Sarah, the youngest. Surprised to see you here, sir. Thought you'd be chatting up, what's her name? T'Soni?
Liara, why would you think that?
Scuttlebutt says you got a bit of a thing for her. I could understand why. The crew's off limits with the regs against fraternization. And at least she looks like a woman.
You think I'm interested in Liara because she's the only one I'm allowed to date?
So you are interested in her? course, it could be politics. Alien diplomat's daughter, us under orders to make nice with the bug-eyed monsters. What's up? You didn't come by to eavesdrop on family mail.
Your family seems to be important to you.
Yeah, we've always been close. Me and my sisters especially. With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
Did your father serve with the fleet?
Yeah, took any crap posting he could get that offered space time. You know what? He worked his ass off trying to get recognized, but he never made it above serviceman 3rd class. He was real proud when I made chief. First thing he did was salute.
What about your mother? You haven't mentioned her.
You must know what military wives are like. Strong because they have to be, able to raise kids while Dad's away on a 6-month cruise. She has a degree in planetary geology. She and Dad both wanted to see new worlds. She gave up her career to raise us, though.
Joder, no me cae mal esta señora, pero hay momentos en los que me gustaría darle un tirón de orejas, en plan, señora, por favor, compórtese.
You have more than one sister? Sounds like a big family.
Yeah, I'm the oldest, then Abby, then Lynn. Sarah's the youngest. She's still in high school. With 4 girls, Dad used to say he felt more outnumbered at home than on maneuvers.
Where did you grow up?
All over. We transferred a half a dozen times before I finished grade school. You go where personnel command sends you, right? I guess that's why I'm so tight with my sisters. We'd have to leave all our friends every 2 or 3 years.
You're lucky to have a close family.
Sorry, I forgot about your family situation.
Or lack thereof. Relax, Williams. I've dealt with it.
Ask me to clear a bunker of armed hostiles? No problem. Dealing with the foot in my mouth? Not so good with that. Things were tense between Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
Sounds like a story. Feel like sharing?
Sarah got herself a boyfriend who wanted to go faster than she did, Mike. I didn't think he was a bad kid, just pushy. Lynn would send me these worried vidmails, and I'd tell her to relax.
If he really liked her, he wouldn't be pushy.
Yeah, of course. If he didn't ask at all, I'd wonder if he thought Sarah was ugly. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Mike thought they'd go for a romantic walk in the woods, because he figured it was past time they did the deed. She levered Mike face first into a tree and left. Didn't have a scratch on her. Good thing Mom and Dad had us all learn some kind of self-defense. I took emergency leave and walked Sarah to school for a few days.
Why didn't you tell the police?
Interesante todo esto.
She said it wouldn't solve the real problem, and she and Mike would both become household names. It was a small colony. I said it was her call to make, that we should let her do it her way. Mom was pretty pissed about that.
You said all of your sisters learned self-defense?
Lynn did pistol practice, but didn't like it. She's kind of nervous. Sarah took Aikido. Abby decided to learn the sword. She always was a little weird. Likes big skirts and tops you have to tie her into. They do great things to her figure, though.
So, what did you learn?
One of Dad's friends taught me Marine hand to hand.
You said all of your sisters learned
Ah, no,
self-defense?
sí, pregunté.
Lynn did pistol. Abby decided they do great things to her figure, though.
You traveled all the way home to walk your sister to school.
It was only a dozen light years, like a day's cruise. It's not like I was going to Earth or something. My last day out, Mike was waiting for us. Sarah had told her friends, so everyone at school knew what he did. He wasn't happy. I wanted to snap him in half, but Sarah gave me this look, this let me handle it, I need to do this alone look. She kept her cool, God bless her, as he screamed in her face. She just let him vent. Then he tried to punch her. I swear, she just flowed around him. Next thing I knew, he's face down on the sidewalk, and there's blood everywhere.
por listo.
She cracked him in the face. Good.
When he swung, she wasn't there anymore, and he fell. She helped him stop the bleeding and had me call an ambulance. She told the paramedics he fell. Before they took him to the hospital, Mike touched Sarah's arm. I thought he was gonna end up on the ground again. But he hung his head, whispered, "I'm sorry," and started crying. And she hugged him. The Williams women are a decisive bunch, Commander. We do things when we're ready. Not before, not after.
Your sister's something else. But you didn't mention your father at all. Was he on deployment?
Dad always wanted to serve in space, but he wanted us to have real ground under our feet. He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there. I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I've enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone. For always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen and known, cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments.
¿Qué es esa mierda?
I never thought I'd hear you reciting poetry.
Just because I can drill you between the eyes at 100 meters doesn't mean I can't like sensitive stuff. Just don't spread it around. Ulysses was my dad's favorite poem. Every time he shipped out, he recorded me reading it. He had a dozen versions when he retired.
Does he still like it?
I sure hope so. I read it to his grave every time I go home. Dad passed on a few years back. He's probably still watching, though. So behave.
He's not a zombie, is he?
No.
You know, from heaven.
No, non era esa frase que quería decir.
That's not a problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
Huh. 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 Me estou plantexando agora mesmo se respondo como respondería eu ou si respondo ou si tomo a decisión de distanciarme por completo do personaxe de Shepard e eso plantea outra pregunta que é como roleo a Shepard. Vamos a explorar esta opción. Vamos a ver qué pasa. Tengo curiosidad.
You know that old saw, there's never an atheist in a foxhole? I've been in a lot of foxholes.
Yeah, guess you have.
No esperaba que respondieses
I've met a few
así.
people who are really weirded out by my faith. Because I work in space, I can't believe in a higher power? Jeez. Hello, have you people looked out the window? How can you look at this galaxy and not believe in something? I should get back to my duties. Didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
Sempre me descoloca moito como hai sutilezas que me gustaría poder facer que o xogo non contempla.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
You mean the Rachni, right? They were dangerous, Skipper. They proved that 2,000 years ago. I think it was a mistake to let them go. But that wasn't my call to make. It was yours. You know, you really should talk to Tisoni about her mom. She has to be hurting.
Sí, eso ya pasó.
Just saying, Skipper.
We'll talk later, Williams.
Looking forward to it, Skipper.
Something I can do for you, Commander.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Shepard, I'm glad you're here.
Good to see you smiling again, so to speak.
I'm sleeping much better now. I guess I'm getting used to how quiet your ship is. I still think a lot about my pilgrimage, though. I know Steren's our top priority, but with all the worlds we go to, I was hoping to find something to bring back to the flotilla.
What are you hoping to find?
Usually, people bring back something like a derelict ship we can use for salvage. But I need something bigger. There's a lot expected of me.
What's so special about you?
It's my father. He's the senior member of the Admiralty Board. He's one of only 5 people who can overrule the decisions of the Conclave for the good of the migrant fleet. My father is responsible for the lives of 17 million people. Our entire race is in his hands, and I'm his only child.
Mis manos son millones.
It must be tough on you.
My people place a high value on family and ancestry. There's an unspoken expectation that I'll live up to my father's example. Everyone's waiting for me to do something great on my pilgrimage. Something that will forever change our lives for the better. If I don't, it's like I failed, and that reflects badly on both me and my father.
Perdón. Debería estar prestando más atención y tomando esto más en serio, pero... Yo sé que acabo de pensar, ¿no? Tipo, va a ser asquerosamente rico. ¿Por qué le maquillé a esta tipa? Ay.
The work you're doing here is more important than anything any Quarian has ever done before.
Yes, I know. But you have to understand Quarian culture. We're a very insular society. The events beyond the flotilla don't much matter to the average citizen. Our greatest dream is that one day we'll return to our homeworld and drive out the Geth. But even if we stop Seren, that's not going to happen. There's still millions of Geth behind the veil. Until they're gone, our exile will continue.
What would you need to bring back to make everyone happy?
Something that would help us better understand the Geth. They've changed significantly since the exile. They've continued to evolve. We've done our best to study them, but it's not easy. They're very reclusive. Until recently, they never went beyond the borders of the Veil. And all the Geth we run into now are under Seren's control. We'd need to find Geth operating on their own, independently. But I don't want this to get in the way of our mission, Shepard. First, we stop Seren. Then I'll worry about my own problems.
What was your father like?
It wasn't easy growing up as the daughter of one of the Admiralty. Even before he joined the board, he was a prominent figure. People looked to him for leadership. He had to set an example, and he expected the same of his daughter. Plus, he was pretty strict, a military man through and through. He never allowed me to settle for anything less than excellence. As a kid, I sometimes felt like he was pushing me too hard. But now I'm old enough to appreciate what he taught me. The world doesn't owe us anything. If we want something in life, we have to earn it.
Sounds like a tough upbringing. You don't resent your father at all?
Like I said, it wasn't easy. My father's not the kind of person you bond with. And he wasn't around all that much. Too busy. People counted on him, and he took his duties seriously. Even when he was around, he always seemed a bit distant. Like his mind was always somewhere else. Come to think of it, I can't ever remember seeing him smile. Not once. It's like he was always weighed down by all that responsibility. I mean, I know he cares about me, but he never really showed it, not in the usual way. I guess the best thing I can say about my father is that I respect him.
Curioso.
Where was your mother in all this?
Mother was around, but she always seemed to kind of blend into the background. Almost like she was overshadowed by my father. He tends to do that to people. She passed on about 5 years ago. Some airborne virus that swept through the fleet. Happens sometimes when the filters start to break down. I think my father took it pretty hard. After she was gone, he became even more focused on his work. I think that was his way of dealing with the grief.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
I should go.
See you later.
Vale, Tali es un personaje interesante. Tengo cosas interesantes que contar. Igual me acaba de interesar máis como personaxe. Agora. Vale, agora teño que pensar que misión quero facer. Porque hai unha misión hai dos guess. En plan, si vou ao diario. Tiene una misión de ir a Feros. Y luego tengo misiones varias de personajes. Vale. ¿En qué sistema tengo misión de Garrus? Sistema Herschel no confunde Kepler. Que se me huevo. Vale, esto es aquí.
Good timing, Commander. We got a transmission coming in from the Citadel. Top priority clearance.
I'll take it in the comm room.
Okay.
Commander Shepard, we've received information that may be critical to your mission against Saren.
What kind of information?
We've received an urgent message from one of our infiltration regiments in the Traverse.
I'm listening.
We currently have several infiltration units scattered throughout the border regions of Citadel space. This particular unit was gathering intel on Saren.
What did they find?
Unfortunately, the message we received was little more than static. The infiltration team must be in a situation where they can't set up proper interstellar communications.
Vale.
But the message was sent on a channel reserved for mission-critical communications. Whatever they were trying to tell us, we know it was important. Considering your interest in Saren, we thought you might want to investigate this. Find out what happened to our team. The signal originated from the planet Vermeer.
I'll look into it.
The Council prefers not to become involved in the specifics of Spectre activities. We only want you to be aware of all your options, including Vermeer. Good luck, Commander Shepard. We will keep you advised if we learn anything else.
Un poco putada. Que vaya a Feros primero. Ajá. Entiendo. Nese caso vou empezar... Sí, porque antes de ir a Feros... Quería intentar facer a misión de Garrus.
Commander, urgent message from Alliance Command coming in. I'll patch it through.
Shepard, this is Admiral Hackett from Alliance Command. We've got a situation here, and you're the only one that can handle it.
What do you need, Admiral?
There's an Alliance training ground where we test weapons and technology in live fire simulations. One of the VIs we use to simulate enemy tactics in the drills is no longer responding to our override commands. It's gone rogue.
How many casualties so far?
17 Marines were killed in the simulation exercises before we realized what had happened. That's when we contacted you. VI support is critical to our military success. They process thousands of status reports and react in nanoseconds. No human can do that. But as advanced as this thing is at military strategy, it's still just a VI. It's not self-aware, and it's completely disengaged from any networks. That's where you come in. We need you to fight your way through the training ground of the VI core and manually disable it.
Can't you disable it remotely?
Our fail-safes aren't responding. The VI operates on a closed network. It can't affect any external systems, but we don't have any direct access to its processes. We could bomb it from orbit, but the damage to the facility would be catastrophic. We'd prefer to have someone shut down the core.
Vale, esta misión es interesante.
I know Spectres answer the Council, but you're still human. You're still part of the Alliance military, and right now we need you. The VI controls all the facility's weapons, drones, and automated defenses. You're the only one that can pull this off, Shepard. Good luck.
¿Dónde está misión? Vuelve al sistema solar, encárgate. ¡Ostras! ¡Qué curioso! ¿Cómo que el sistema solar? Vale, no soy suficiente de la estructura de la Vía Láctea como para saber.
Message coming in from the brass at Arcturus. Patching it through.
Ah, vale, en la parte de abajo.
Normandy, Admiral Hackett here. We're getting reports of a marked increase in Geth activity in the Skyllian Verge.
Mima.
Surveillance drones have identified Geth outposts on 4 different planets in the Armstrong cluster. We need someone to take them out.
We have any idea what they're after?
Hard to say. They may be just gathering intel on us. Or maybe they're setting up staging grounds for hit-and-run attacks on human colonies.
It could be the first wave of an invasion.
Let's hope not. We need someone to investigate this, Shepard.
Son un espectro más solicitado
Finding
de la
Saren is
Alianza.
still your top priority, but you've got experience fighting the Geth. You're the logical choice to take out these outposts. We're transmitting all the locations of known Geth outposts in the Armstrong cluster to the Normandy now. Admiral Hackett out.
Vale. ¿Qué tal? Si hay chisme o no hay chisme. Diré que me acaba de interesar despois de ter unha conversa un pouco máis en profundidade con como se chama esta señora. Con Tali me parece un personaje bastante máis interesante do que me parecía ao empezar o directo. Oh, están aquí todos los planetas. Maravilla. Mercurio. Entiendo que solo puedo aterrar na Lua. O sea, por ejemplo, en Saturno. Vale, sí. Así o mellor está ben. Neptuno, F por Plutón. Vale. ¡Oh! Tengo que apuntar a la Lúa específicamente. Solo puedo aterrar na Lúa. As primeiras fontes de helio 3 agora explótase para extraer materiais para a construcción de hábitats espaciais. Nos seus puntos Lagrange L4 e L5. De feito, debería saber o que é iso un punto Lagrange, pero agora o olvidei por completo. Construíronse 2 docenas de estacións importantes. Vale. Ah, vale, sí. Decía, ¿y ahora dónde tengo que ir? Ao campo de maniobras da Alianza. Joder, llevo aquí perdiendo la opción de decir un pequeño paso para o galego, pero un gran paso para o galego o algo así. No sé. Acaba de ser súper anticlimático esto, en plan, aterrei na Lúa y en vez de decir algo para a posteridade, en plan, a unha estación da cidadela tiven que emigrar, traballar de camareiro lonxe do meu fogar, pois estou aquí en plan, Lúa 23 Surs. Piribim, pim 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 pim. Esto. Joder, no se veía un puño, qué pena. Son tontísimos, ¿qué yo voy a hacer? Vale, pinta que tengo que bordear esa montaña. Vale. E os estou vendo a Terra. Acabo de pensar na escena que Son Goku se converte en Super Saiyan 4 en Dragon Ball GT. Spoilers, por certo. E está mirando para a Terra e está como oh, a Terra e sona música triste e de repente tipo se transforma non sei, curioso. Logo ves a escena rollo, ves a escena con música original e un momento así como super emotivo, non sei que. Ves a escena con música dos Yankees e lle puxeron así unha música de acción con distorsión, non sei que, é moi rara esa escena. Xogarás o novo Tenkaichi, saliu xa? O sea, porque non o tiña pensado, pero igual nun momento dado para facerse un impasse, máis efecto, pode ter sentido. Levo tropecentos directos dicindo joder, non sei se me vai gustar tanto como original ou non. Pode ser un pouco contigo, sabes? Só pode ser un pouco contigo. Ok, ¿no?
Got it.
Ah, son varias. O sea, aquí hay un par de edificios diferentes. ¿Por qué destruyo las torretas de alianza? Primero porque no lo pensé. Segundo porque me estaban disparando. O sea, más importante que nada, porque no, ni siquiera me paré a pensarlo, en plan. Oh, me disparan estas torretas. Eso. Si me disparan estas torretas. Lume. Si no mucho vas a decir, pues ni me coscaba. Y ahora estoy saqueando cosas de alianza, lo cual está bastante guay. Oh shit! Mira. ¡Voy a correr! ¡No! Vaya puta mierda. Oh shit.
All patched up.
Me va a empezar a disparar, ¿verdad? No se mueve eso.
Think we got him, Commander.
Ah, vale. Epa. ¿Cómo está todo con esto?
You lead, I'll follow.
Pero...
Say the word. Siento moito, pero non se me dan ben os xogos de coberturas. E non me entendo particularmente ben coas deste xogo. Ahora, en serio, como se interactúa con todo isto? Pues non teño moi claro que se fai aquí. Entendo que algo me estou perdendo. Destruye os núcleos. Ah, o sea, fuego a discreción. No sé se eu chego aquí. Coño, digo...
parecía que hubiese un poco...
All targets down.
Dios, aquí es la segunda vez que me pasa.
Perimeter clear.
Que hay una cosa que tengo que reventar a golpes. Siempre asumo que estoy haciendo algo mal. Que como... No, tiene que haber una forma... Que de repente el juego dice, no, era eso. Es que... las cosas, los brazos. Solo que non tes armas suficientes como para facelo. ¿Cómo llego? Puede decir que se quita de medio.
No can do. Terrain's too rough. All clear, Commander.
Boas, Farum, ¿qué tal? Vale, vamos a seguir con la inteligencia virtual esta.
That's it. Bag 'em and tag 'em.
Espera, que me acabo de sentir apelado. El próximo de vanguardia ser posible con Krogan. É unha opción que me estou plantexando para o próximo xogo. Ah, mierda, acabo de entrar aquí, son tontísimo.
I'm right here.
Perimeter clear. Charged and locked.
Ashley, non quero ser borde, pero non quería falar contigo, quería abrir a taquilla. Vale, y esto por ejemplo... ¿Qué pasa si lo revento? Se puede reventar. No entendería así. Coño. Pero literalmente teño en plan cero capacidad ofensiva. Cada vez que quiero hacer una cosa de estas alío. Oh shit. No. Vale. ¡Ah! Por favor, no reírse, pero acabo de descubrir. ¡Hostia! Acabo de descubrir. En plan. Vale, y ahora no puedo disparar, si se puede saber. Acabo de descubrir cómo se di a las compañeras a quien atacar. Acaba de ser muy triste. Vale, reventar. O esto no revienta las risas. Porque vale, as de aquí xa me dixeron que a reventase que eran... Dios, lo que pasa es que... Tiene un poco más de daño con esto. O sigo siendo la misma. Vale, pregunta. Pelotón, por favor. Me puedo subir un poquillo de pistolas, porque... Son malísimos. Sinceramente,
All targets down.
quiero pensar que una vez que en algún momento vaya a haber algún diálogo importante. Supongo que tal como decía Fede yo antes, sí que habrá. Pero por lo de ahora su habilidad está. Chega a tal sitio, reventa 4 núcleos. Chega a tal otro sitio, reventa 4 núcleos. Pues esta parte está siendo un poco... un poco supongo que así se siente a xente que está en un anime de unha persoa que se vive o manga o que se vive o anime antes ou o que sexa, de repente como sí, esta parte, Dios, esta parte, qué boa esta parte, tal. A outra persoa está como... Aquí hai unhas expectativas que non está. O segundo nuestro servidor está apagado. ¿Ves? Esto, os señores, controlar redundancia de hardware, y entonces ahora, pues, hay un sistema resiliente. Aquí igual entraba bien una posición de fala, ¿no? O sea, si queréis tener un... Lo que pasa es que no sé si es resiliente. Es la palabra, ¿no? Pero si queréis tener una página web personalizada y en galego, pues puedes mirar ahí con su patrocinador, Fala, tendes por ahí abaixo, creo que está debaixo de mí, así que tendes por ahí abaixo un tema de Fala y no sé, pues acaba de caer una promoción súper gratuita en plan. ¿Por qué? Supongo que porque puedo, porque vengo a ocasión. O sea, entiendo que si revento estos cables desactivo. Vale, eso fixo lle dano, escudo ese. Eso xa explica algo. En plan, por que é moi interesante reventar estes cables. Bueno, realmente non o sei porque... Vale. Qué putísima. De feito, ¿puedo piratear as sillas desde aquí? Puf, tería que botar moito tempo. ¿Qué tengo que verme aquí? Esta puede ser una paisanos. ¡Vemos! Acabas de comer yuca, Ashley, pero, o sea... A ver, Ashley, ponte a cubierto, por favor. Lolazo. Ashley, por el amor de Cristo, ponte a cubierto.
Securing point.
Jesús, o sea que habéis saltar por los aires como lo ha sido 3 veces, tío. Acaba de ser increíble. A ver, o de dispararme con escopeta. Sé que no te gusta que ande con aliens, pero...
All targets down.
¿Algo más o...? Tiene que haber algo que me estoy perdiendo. También es cierto que fue en la orden inversa en la que se supone. Que había que... Que poco me apetece que vengan. Muy bien, que aproveche. Bueno, eso me acabo de pensar por una cosa que vimos otro día, en plan, en Twitter, que fue como súper gratuito. Las míticas cofrerías, churrerías, cosas varias, con un subtexto nada subtextual. En plan... No sé cómo expresarlo, pero... Ashley, ponte ahí, gracias. Y si te mueves ahí, el logo te mueves... Vale, gracias. Perdón por tan poco. pero fue como... Era en plan mítico sitio de comidas con formas fálicas. Vamos a dejar a su utilizar en otro momento. Y de repente, como primero ese vídeo y luego otra cosa, no me acuerdo qué. Fue como... Desde que Twitter oficialmente nos echa más Twitter, es un sitio tan random que no sé cómo procesar, en plan. Fue un poco de todo, estoy intentando simplemente ver las típicas cosas que tengo eu en Twitter, rollo. Por amor de Cristo, ¿ves? Utilizar las tus habilidades. Vale. Entonces, ahora vamos a empezar a... Acabo de tener un pensamiento. ¿Aparecen más drones? Supongo que no. También es cierto que de otro lado se arremeten los núcleos. Vale. ¿Eh? Un estallido de ruido blanco en todas las frecuencias está a punto de acabar con tu oído. Visor ultrasilindado interpretado como una serie de 0 segundos. No sé si esto significa algo, pero voy a anotar en algún sitio. 01 001 000 01 0 0 01 01 01 0 0 1 1 0 0 0 1 0 1 0 0 0 0. ¡Ja! Repítense una y otra vez en todas las frecuencias hasta que las luces del último servidor de la inteligencia virtual se apagan. Lograda clase de especialización. Vamos a ver. Conversor, binario, decimal y tabua ASCII. Y entonces 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0. A decimal 36, 36. $1. No, vale, no. Espera. 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0. Me falta un. Vale, no, 72. 72 A. ¿O no? No. Ah, vale, no. Pero 72 H. Cero, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1. 69. H. 69. O seguinte número que teño é 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 76, L, e 80. Que te xogas? 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0. 80. P. Estes números son os números en binario das letras HELP codificados na táboa ASCII, é dicir, axuda. Correcto, así que acabo de asesinar a unha inteligencia virtual. A túa clase de especialización reemplazará a clase básica nos talentos da pantalla de pelotón. Os rangos en talentos da túa clase básica pasaránse á túa clase de especialización. Vai á pantalla de pelotón para ver as bonificacións que gañas con cada rango da clase de especialización. Oh! Os operativos son mestres na manipulación do entorno para conseguir máxima vantaxe. Reduce o tempo de recarga de todos os ataques tecnolóxicos. Mellora a sobrecarga, mellora a sabotaxe. Médico. Os médicos combinan capacidades tecnolóxicas e de curación para mellorar a eficacia do pelotón. Mellora o tempo de recarga das capacidades médicas, mellora primeiros auxilios, mellora a descarga neural. En principio utilizo máis estas dúas. Operativo. Especialización en sobrecarga, especialización en sabotaje. Pinta ben.
That's it. Bag 'em and tag 'em.
Vale. Cocal, agora rematei esta misión. Sí. no puedo volver a Normandía. Ah, sí puedo volver a Normandía. De que no esté Nomako. Vale. A seguinte misión que quería facer, e non sei se me vai dar tempo, con fin de que en Herschel. ¿Qué tal, amigo? ¿Todo bien? Me comentan que aquí Garrus quiere saludarte. Posible spam. Nope. What? Ah.
Thank you. Thank you for saving me from those things.
Commander, that's him. That's Dr. Saleon.
What? My name is Hart. Dr. Hart. Please, get me out of here.
Are you sure it's him?
Positive. There's no escape this time, Doctor. I'd harvest your organs first, but we don't have the time.
Mi ma un poco sádico este señor.
He's crazy. Please, don't let him do this to me.
We'll take him in. Drop him off with the military.
But we have him. We can't let him get away. Not again.
This is my kill, Garrus.
You're all crazy!
No era eso que quería decir.
What was that, Shepard?
Never hesitate when you've got the enemy in your sights, Garrus.
Point taken. Well, I guess we're done here.
No era eso. Vale. Que acabamos de matar al médico este. No sé, quería interrogarlo. O tipo estaba en plan, no, non fun eu, este tipo está tolo. De repente foi como, quixenlle decir a Garrus, no, me ocupo eu desto. En plan, pero eu quería interrogarlo. E de repente como, no, esta... A este tipo o mato eu. E eu como, no. Caeu un tiro e xa estaba, sabes? O sea, y entón foi como, dice, bueno, e aquí hai mostras de sangue diferentes tal, e non hai pouco sangue de cor escuro. E estou como, vale. No me quedó muy claro esta misión de qué onda iba. O sea, ahora por ejemplo, si voy a hablar con él, ¿qué me di?
Commander, what can I do for you?
Something bothering you?
It's Saren. I'm starting to wonder whether we'll ever find him. He's always one step ahead of us, and he's got those damn Geth.
We're getting close, Garrus. We'll find him.
I wish I had your confidence. I just can't stand the thought of him getting away with everything he's done. I know you're doing everything you can, and if anyone can catch him, it's you, but if there's anything else I can do to help, anything, just tell me what you want me to do, and I'll do it.
I understand your concern, but we'll find him. Just make sure you're ready to go when we do.
Yes, sir. I'll be ready. Can I ask you something, Commander?
What is it?
Are you worried that the Council might be protecting Saren? I mean, they were really dragging their heels before. What if we find him, bring him back to the Citadel, and they refuse to act?
You seem to have some thoughts on this. Speak your mind, Garrus.
Well, maybe we shouldn't give them the chance, Commander. In my opinion, Saren's too dangerous to be kept alive. Too much could happen. He could escape, or the Council might let him go. If we find him, when we find him, I say we make sure we stop him permanently.
It'll depend on the situation. I'm not committing to anything until I've got him in my sights.
Fair enough. Either way, I'm right behind you, Commander.
Entiendo por qué o fai. Pero me da la impresión de que Garrus es muy en plan. Vamos a coger a este tío. Nos temos a xustiza na nosa man. Vamos a ver este tío, vamos a matar. Porque se dependemos do Consello non vai facer o que é necesario. Si, un poquinho Batman, este señor.
Surprised to see you here, sir. Thought you'd be chatting up, what's her name? Tassoni?
Liara, why would you think that?
Scuttlebutt says you got a bit of a thing for her. I could understand why. The crew's off limits with the regs against fraternization. And at least she looks like a woman.
You think I'm interested in Liara because she's the only one I'm allowed to date?
So you are interested in her?
O sea, acabo de ter a mesma conversa, escollín outra opción de diálogo e estou tendo a mesma... Como?
What's the occasion?
It's Armistice Day, when the First Contact War ended. My family always marks it. Since I'm the only Williams aboard, I thought I'd ask you.
Seems like an odd thing to celebrate. That was 26 years ago.
In our family, it's not really a celebration, more like an obligation. Don't tell me you don't know about my family. My commanders always find out. It's not in my files or something?
Are you playing games with me?
I don't always play games, sir. I'm General Williams' granddaughter, the commander of the Shanxi garrison in the war. The only human ever to surrender to an alien race.
Ah! Ah! Sí, entiendo, pero...
Don't tell me you're blamed for that.
Not formally. Dad got passed for promotion over and over. And I think my record merits more than garrison duty on a backwater agri-colony. Takes a special kind of thick-headed to march into a job where your family's blacklisted. I did it anyway. I'm not gonna let our name go down with Arnold and Quiz.
Vale, un momento. Bueno, gracias a Lobeira por la raid, por la incursión. Estamos aquí, no sé, xogando a Mass Effect. Nos estamos agora falando con unha señora que ten opinións un pouco racistas sobre os aliens e acabo de entender por qué. Porque básicamente me acaba de contar que é a neta do único general da alianza humana que se rendiu ante os aliens nunha guerra. E vale, acabo de entender o seu arco de personaxe. Bueno, nada, colle de asento. Non sei se estaré moito máis tempo porque mañán hai que traballar, pero polo menos un ratiño máis. Non sei. Polo menos quero acabar esta conversa, despois xa veremos que pasa. Pero eso, graciñas e benvidos a todos.
What happened to your grandfather after the war?
He was relieved of command as soon as Shanxi was liberated. They brought him back to Earth in irons, but there was never a trial. They quietly demoted him and stuck him behind a desk. He retired a year later and spent the rest of his life working construction in the colonies. Sometimes we hear about attempts to get him exonerated in some official way. Nothing ever comes of him.
As I recall, your grandfather held out for a long time.
The Turians wrecked the orbitals in the first wave and occupied the major cities. They sat in orbit, dropping rocks on anything that moved. Granddad dispersed the troops, but when they went into the cities for supplies, the Turians would wreck a block to eliminate one fire team. Civilians were dying, his troops were starving, and he couldn't contact Alliance High Command. So he surrendered the garrison.
Vale.
He refused to sacrifice his men just to save face for humanity. You planning to throw yourself on a sword to save face for him?
Would it make a difference? He's gone now. Dad's gone too. And who would it impress? I'll never be good enough for the Alliance. So, you still interested in me? Baggage and all?
Me gustan los Me cago en mi puta estampa. Sí, había alguna cosa más que lo que parecía, sí.
You're interested in me? It's hard to tell.
Maybe I'm not. I guess you've been too busy saving the galaxy to think about it. But hey, once we save the galaxy, maybe the Alliance will get its act together. Start acting like an actual government.
We better get going then. Seems I've got something to look forward to after we're done.
More than you know. I have a feeling things will come to a head soon. But don't worry, Shepard. I'll protect you.
No, non o xustifica, solo o contextualiza. O sea, non tivo así ese momento de epifanía en plan, oh, vale, esto disculpa a todos. Me sigue pareciendo que está mal. Pero explica o contexto do personaxe. Me sigue pareciendo que me gustaría darlle un pouco máis de caña, en plan, non vin unha forma, o sea, igual se tivese tomado outras decisións, lle podría dar un pouquiño máis de caña, igual lle tiña que ter dado de, por eso odias os aliens. Non sei se iso tería dado outro xiro á conversa. Insisto, non me parece que xustifique, simplemente me parece que contextualiza. Son cousas diferentes. Sí, non teño máis que aportar sobre esta conversa.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
You mean the Rachni, right? They were dangerous, Skipper. They proved that 2,000 years ago. I think it was a mistake to let them go. You know, you really should just saying, Skipper.
We'll talk later, William.
Looking forward to it, Skipper.
Vale, está ben ter tido esta conversa. No sé, o sea...
It feels like we're getting near the end, doesn't it, Shepard? With Saren, I mean.
It won't be much longer. One way or another, it'll all be over soon.
You'll find the conduit before he does. I know you will. You have to. And after this is all over, when my pilgrimage ends and I go back to my own people, I'll be proud to say I was a part of it.
We couldn't have done this without you, Telly.
You've been good to me. A lot of people treat Quarians like second-class citizens. They just want us to go back to our fleet and disappear. But you've treated me just like everyone else on your crew. Like an equal. That means a lot, and it says something about you. Whatever happens, I just want to say thank you for that.
I didn't bring you along as a favor, Tally. You're here because you contribute to the mission, and I need all the help I can get on this one.
Don't worry. You can always count on me.
I should go.
See you later.
Shepard.
So long, Rex.
Shepard. Shepard.
So, you'd rather be a merc than help your people?
I'm a fighter. It's what I do.
Aren't you at all worried about what will happen to the Krogan?
What the hell do you want me to do about it, Shepard? I'm tired of sticking my ass on the line and getting nothing for it.
So you decided to go your own way?
I decided killing for credits was better than killing for a lost cause. I'm no hero, Shepard. Bottom line, killing for credits simplifies things.
You ever think about helping your people?
I try not to. But there's a lot of Krogan mercs out there. I'm always running into them. Half the time I'm being paid to kill them. But that's just part of the job. You don't get to pick who your enemies are.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Esa é outra misión que teño ganas de facer, a misión da armadura. De feito teño que levar, bueno, teño que levarlo, debería levarlo.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
Me chama moito a atención sempre ese xogo de cámara que fan con esta tipa, de que esta tipa sentada, se ve como un machego por detrás e a tipa se levanta. Hai como un previo enteiro que me parece que non hai con outros personaxes. Dá a impresión de que vai haber unha conversa importante.
I like talking with you, Liara, no matter what the subject.
You have been very understanding with me, Shepard. Very patient. I appreciate that. I know there are some strange beliefs about my people. I am familiar with the legend of Asari promiscuity, but those rumors have little basis in fact. When one of my people joins with an individual from another species, it is a very deep and spiritual exchange. We do not enter lightly into a union.
You make it sound almost mystical.
A true union goes far beyond an ordinary melding. It is a connection that transcends the physical universe. Two become one. Thoughts and senses merge, identities intertwine. Memories and emotions weave themselves together, becoming entangled in a single, rapturous whole. It is unlike any other experience. In some cases, it can be a truly life-changing event.
It sounds amazing. Are you saying...
No. Oh, no. I am not very good at this, am I? I'm sorry, Shepard. I am trying to explain why I have been so... reserved. The Union is more than just sex. It is the lifeblood of my species, the way we Asari evolve and grow as a society. That is why I have never... that is why we must choose our partners with great care.
No me gusta este point. O sea... No me gusta este... ¡Ah! ¿Cómo explico esto? O sea... No sé si requiere mucha explicación, pero hay todo un subtexto que no es demasiado subtextual, que más bien textual. Sexual en todo isto. E de súpeto se introduce a idea de esta unión. Esta persona nunca participou antes nunha unión. E de súpeto que ademais esta opción do medio é como o fetiche que hai en algunhas narracións alrededor da pureza virginal, solo que como no, pero é unha unión espiritual e entón é unha cousa diferente, non estamos falando do mesmo. Me está recordando un parágrafo particularmente turbio del Padrino da novela. Me está matando, me está reventando este trazo de personaxe, en plan. O sea, é que ademais hai dúas opcións que chaman a atención sobre isto. Me toca un pouco as narices.
I want you to be absolutely sure about this, Liara.
I am only 106, barely an adult by Asari standards, and I spend most of my time absorbed in my research. I never really thought about it. Not until I met you. You are very special to me, Shepard. But with all that's happened, Saren, the Geth, the Reapers, I do not know if we are ready for this.
These are dark times, Liara. Maybe once all this is over.
I'm glad you understand, Shepard. There is too much at stake.
No,
we need to put aside our personal feelings and focus on stopping Saren. I wish it did not have to be that way. But we all have to make sacrifices. Let's talk about something else.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Claro, ¿qué años tengo, comandante Shepard? Eso sale en algún sitio. Que me acabo de quedar pensando en plan. Estou ligando coa rapaza do grupo. Rollo. Aquí todo o mundo ten unha determinada idade, rollo, para a súa propia especie e tal, ten unha madurez. E agora mesmo acabo de pensar, inda que a Sari teña 106 anos, contextualizando en idades humanas, son un señor de 30 e pico 40 ligando coa rapaza de 20. Sei o que está pasando neste xogo agora mesmo. ...29. No está tan curseado, pero hostia, me acaba de parecer un poco chunga toda esta conversa.
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I didn't figure you'd have time to talk with all that's going on. I mean, there are reports to file on the Rachni and on Annaleus.
All in triplicate, I'm sure. Did you want to see me?
I'm just looking for an ear. The debriefing wasn't the right place to say how ridiculous this is. Seems like every other race in the galaxy is wrapped up in their own problems. They don't want to see what's coming.
Wanting to believe everything will be fine? Sounds like human nature to me.
Yeah, I guess some things carry across species well enough. I should remember that after what happened with Vernus.
Don't tell me you and Vernus hugged on graduation day.
Before I met Vernus, I knew as much as any other civilian. Aliens were weird, superior, and tried to tell us what to do. I mean, it's only been 26 years since first contact. That's not a lot of time to understand them. But it was Vernus who made me see how human aliens are. They're not different or special. They're jerks and saints, just like us. Hell, by the time I got payback, I didn't even want it anymore.
I don't see you snapping very easily. What finally did it?
He hurt Rana. Broke her arm. She reached for a glass of water instead of pulling it biotically. She just wanted a drink without getting a nosebleed, you know? Like an idiot, I stood up. Didn't know what I was gonna do, just something. And Vernus lost it. Beat the crap out of me. Kept shouting how they should have bombed us back to the Stone Age. And that's when the knife came up. A military-issue talon, right in my face. I cut loose. Full biotic kick right in the teeth. Almost as strong as I can manage now. At 17, that's something.
You wanted to help a girl you cared for. That's a noble thing.
Maybe my intentions were noble, but I lost control. I killed him, Shepard. Snapped his neck. They probably could have saved him if they got him to an infirmary quick enough. But they didn't. Caused a stir when they shipped him home. Bot training was shut down. Kinetics folded a couple of years later. So, yeah, maybe I hated that Turian. I mean, if one ass was enough to judge a whole race, I'd hate humans too.
Acabo de ter un pensamento porque acabo de volver a ver o tema de moi mal levados no meu caso. Acabo de pensar, rollo, o meu Shepard ten 29 anos e ten máis pelo que a min que teño 27. Just saying. O sea, eso di bastante.
A reasonable stance. Keep that level head and we'll do fine.
Staying reasonable is about all we've got left. Everyone else in this galaxy seems to have gone out of their minds. Present company accepted, of course.
Ay, Dios mío. Eu cada día vexo máis cerca ese momento, porque non sei, igual queda un pouco máis uniforme a vida. Quedan bastantes misiones secundarias por aquí. En algún momento quero poñerme coas misións secundarias, pero hoxe probablemente non sexa o día. Así que nada, non sei si... Correcto, acabo de ver que alguén me acaba de poñer algo de... Bueno, me acaba no, porque isto xa foi unha hora inteira, pero de chismesito caliente, pero... Nada, creo que o vamos a deixar por aquí, así que graciñas a toda a xente que vos pasastes por aquí neste directo, que estades a topísimo con ver a quen desta tripulación interestelar me achego máis ou me achego menos. Gracias a Fala polo seu patrocinio, a toda a xente que nos apoiades en Patreon, especialmente a xente que pasades a vernos polos directos, e non sei, vémonos na próxima, que no meu caso supoño que será a semana que ven, salvo un novo aviso. Bueno, o sábado supoño que temos Pocho Leria, pero Mass Effect supoño que seguiré a semana que ven, así que o dito, gracias por vir e vémonos. De caloviño.